T-Boys TV has finished Stoke City 1, Luton Town 1. You know, it was one of them draws where you take it in the end. I mean, going into it, obviously, I wanted 3 points like Hull away and Cardiff away. But based on how the game actually went, I mean, I'll be honest. I said, on my match reaction to the Leeds game that we were struggling. Leeds were struggling with the physicality. I felt we were today with Stoke. I'll be totally honest. So many clumsy fouls, and it starts from early on. McGuinness. Now, people could say it's a tactical foul, but Makoso was there, and we've seen that Makoso's got a bit of pace. So I think it was a bit clumsy from McGuinness. I thought, throughout the game after that, he was okay, but he does have them moments sometimes. And obviously, it's another one of them then. And then obviously Doughty had to come off, which weren't great. Obviously for Ali to come on, but I was confident in that because Ali, put in a good shift on Saturday against Leeds. When he come on, so I was confident with that. And then obviously Morris got a card. I'll be totally honest, guys. Morris should have been off today. I'll be totally honest. The yellow card was clumsy, and then obviously early on in the second half, he done a foul which stupid. It's like, what are you doing, mate? You don't need to be doing that. So he got away with one. I'll be totally honest. But yeah, the first half was dead. Really, let's be honest. I think we had 3 shots, none on target. They had 2, 1 on target. It wasn't great really display. But again, when you're in a relegation battle, the games are going to be cagey and they're going to be crap at points. And it was in this game, especially in that first half. But going into the second half, I thought we were much better. I thought the crowd were good as well, especially the away end anyway. Shout out to everyone that went to that. I could just hear them non-stop in the second half. And then, Stokes got a few yellow cards. They made some changes. We made some changes. I didn't mind the changes we made. Obviously, Dubbo, Lamine, I ain't been impressed with him overall since he's been at Luton. He's still got a lot to learn, though. Obviously young, and obviously coming into England. But it's frustrating when you look at players like Makoso, what they're doing, and he's just giving away clumsy fouls, Lamine. Obviously the goal, bit of a silly foul, let's be honest. Annoying for Kaminsky, obviously a deflected goal, couldn't really do much. And from there on in, you're thinking, oh no, we cannot lose this game. But the boys fought well after that. I will give them massive credit. Bowler was influential. He was really, really good when he come on. Obviously, people, be frustrated with the slip on the chance that he had. But after that, he was really, really good for me. Even before that, to be honest, he was just running at players, making things happen, showing that effort and determination to get an equaliser. And yeah, he was really good. I mean, it was a similar influential performance for me to the one that he had at Cardiff away, where obviously his, shot, cross, whatever it was, obviously led to Asgard's goal. And he's got that determination and, it'll be difficult for him because he's not playing as much as he'd want to, especially being a lone player on top of that. But, when he is coming on, he's doing well. You've got to give the guy credit. Obviously, Nordas come on for Morris. I didn't mind that. Like I say, Morris is very fortunate to not be, off in this game with a red card. I'll be honest, 2 yellows. And then obviously Burke come on for Makoso. I don't mind that because I know on his day Burke is good. It's just his injuries is what lets him down. And Makoso, I thought he was decent in the game again. There was a few hairy moments, I guess, but predominantly he was decent again. But then, like I say, they get the goal. And then Bowler come on, very influential for Chong, who was a bit average, I'll be honest. And then obviously, Ali got the equaliser, and he's had a few opportunities, let's be honest, at Luton so far. Cardiff away, very unlucky. And I thought he was good. I mean, in the first half, I had a look, at half time, I had a look at social media, and a lot of people were going harsh on him. I don't think he was that bad in the first half, to be honest. And then obviously, he would have shut the critics up with his equaliser. And I want to see him as a wing back, when he does play. And obviously, Doughty's got injured again. And that's always a risk when someone who has had a knock, coming back in straight away, it's always a risk. So we'll see what comes out of that. But like I say, I don't mind Ali as the wing back, and tonight proved why. I don't mind him as the wing back at all. Obviously getting the equaliser, very good finish as well. Obviously there'll probably be some criticism from Stoke fans or neutral fans that the keeper's been done at his near post. From our end, you can't complain. In the end, with how the game went, you would take the draw. But I just look at it now and I think, well, Blackburn now is a must-win. They drew tonight to Sheffield Wednesday, who, bit hit and miss. Obviously, Blackburn, outside chance of playoffs, but they're like 7 points away. So it's very unlikely, I would say, at this stage. Look at other teams. Obviously, Bristol City are ball in. Sunderland are already in there. Coventry obviously fighting there as well. Do you know what I mean? There's teams above Blackburn, so I think it's a good opportunity to try and beat them. We got a very good record against them at Kenilworth Road as well. I remember when we struggled to win a home game for so long. We then played Blackburn, beat them 2-0. Reece Burke scored a great goal in that game. So hopefully it's a similar sort of situation. Even the year we stayed up, actually, don't forget about that, guys, in lockdown, behind closed doors. We beat Blackburn 3-2, and we stayed up in the Championship. So hopefully it's another one of them similar games where, obviously it's a massive game. We can have an influential moment in it, which will obviously hopefully keep us up in the end. But yeah, like I say, with how the game went in the end, I'll take the point. But I just look at it and I think, well, we have to win on Saturday. Like I say, we have to win. And then obviously we got tough games after that. Obviously, Derby, again, another team around us. They got a draw against Burnley, which is not a bad result. Then obviously we've got Coventry. We got some difficult games at the end, guys, I'll be honest, because we got Coventry obviously fighting for playoffs. We're fighting to stay up. Bristol City, again, fighting for playoffs. We're fighting to stay up. And then we've got West Brom again. Hopefully, West Brom, though, their next few results, they can sort of, their hopes of playoffs can get dampened. And then we have a chance of, we got more to play for sort of thing. But yeah, overall, like I say, I'll take it. It's better than what it could have been. When it was 1-0, you're thinking, oh, God, they might go on and win. But thankfully, they didn't. And they're still in it. And the good thing is, on the weekend as well, they've got to play Cardiff, who also drew tonight. I believe. I'm just going to have confirmation of that. Yeah, 2-2 in the end. So again, massive game, both of them. Ideally, you want to draw. So we'll see what happens in that game. But yeah, it's one of them where, you take it, like I say, of how it went. Man of the match, probably just edge Ali. Because like I say, I don't think it was bad in the first half. And then obviously got the vital equaliser. And hopefully it will be a vital equaliser come the end of the season, looking back at it. But yeah, Bowler's definitely up there because it was one of them games where we weren't great and the subs were impactful in my opinion, bar Lamine. I mean, Nordas weren't too bad. He had a shot. Ali had a shot before the goal as well, which keeps saved. So he had them chances. So I'll give him it because he replaced Doughty as well, who is obviously one of our better players as well. So yeah, Ali for me. But yeah, let me know what you think of the game. Luton fan, Stoke fan, or a neutral fan if you watched it. And yeah, do check out the vlog from home if you haven't already as well. And don't forget to smash a like, subscribe, follow me across all my socials, subscribe to the extra channel as well. Till next time, take care. Peace.